Welcome to the coach trip. 7 couples on a 30-day tour of Europe. For some of them, it could be the holiday of a lifetime, taking in some of Europe's most famous sights and cities.
I've never been a part of anything quite so exquisite in my whole life, and I just think it's so...
But for others, it could be a complete nightmare.
It's just finding the right moment to crush the pair of them.
This is no ordinary coach trip, because if you don't like the people you're travelling with, you can vote to send them home.
If you want to have a go at me, then fair enough. It's water off a duck's back.
Currently travelling on the coach trip are husband and wife Brian and Renee.
I mean, she's on top all the time, you know.
Good mates Suki and Winter.
Just sitting by the water watching all the fish eating the bread and stuff. Crazy stuff, you just don't get that back out. It's been really nice.
Mother and son Paul and Maggie.
Hilarious.
They were funny, and I was aching. I was coughing, I was choking. I needed my spray because it was that good.
Friends Tracy and Debbie.
I'm into surrealism, so it's creating from your subconscious, a bit crazy, border on the genius madness, more towards madness.
Brothers Gavin and Nathan.
I think Michelle's a very nice person. She's fit, got nice legs, lovely body, boobs a bit small.
Niece and aunt Lisa and Eileen.
But my skin feels like a baby's bottom. It's lovely. I feel marvellous.
Nurses Jane and Michelle.
He did reek. I mean, you know.
If anybody smelled the nose, I don't smell, but...
And keeping a watchful eye on all his passengers is Brendan, their tour guide.
I think Gavin's already moved in on Lisa, so he doesn't waste any time. I mean, he's only been here about, what, 4 hours?
So far, the coach has travelled over 3,500 miles and visited 26 different cities. It's currently on the Spanish leg of the tour and last time rolled into Barcelona, where the tour was joined by 2 new pairs, Tracy and Debbie, and Nathan and Gavin.
Have you got a girlfriend?
I haven't, I'm single. Been single about 2 years now.
New arrival Gavin wasted no time in trying to impress coach regular Lisa at a paella cookery class.
I could see myself kissing Gavin. It's just a bit of fun. Kissing doesn't mean anything, so...
Which caused a few problems for Winter, who had his heart set on Lisa too. To make matters worse, at voting time, Winter and Suki received a yellow card. If they get another card today, they could be saying goodbye to their fellow passengers on day 24 of the coach trip. It's 7:45 a.m. in Barcelona. Today the trip heads to the Spanish town of Zaragoza. It's a long journey, so Brendan's made sure everybody's up early for breakfast.
We're going to try and leave a wee bit earlier, and unfortunately, Coach can't get right to the front of the building, so we need to carry our luggage down to the end.
With the hope of a sunny day ahead, 73-year-old Maggie has chosen to wear a miniskirt, although Brendan's not entirely convinced it's appropriate attire.
There are times when, you know, I think a dress code could be a bit more, should be befitting a lady of her station and a lady of her age. You know, we're all ambassadors, you know, for our country. And I just thought, you know, she could have put something on a bit more appropriate.
While Maggie heads for the coach, younger tour member Lisa is stocking up on some home comforts.
Are you having beans for breakfast?
Yeah, I've missed them that much.
You've missed them so much on this trip, and you've found them. Wonderful. Can't fancy having a bowl of beans for your breakfast. Why don't you miss them so much, you know? There we are. Anyway, we shall head for the hills, I think. It's 10 to 8. We must get people rolling. OK.
So once Lisa has been prized away from her beloved beans, the coach can start its 225-mile journey to Zaragoza. It seems beans aren't Lisa's only favourite thing on the trip. On the last coach journey, she got cosy with Winter. Then newcomer Gavin arrived to sweep her off her feet.
So just watch this space. Nothing's happened yet. I'll let you know if anything does happen.
Both men escorted her out last night, so today the tour finds out which one got the girl.
Me and Winter, we're really good friends, and, you know, nothing's happened with us where that's concerned. But me and Gavin took a stroll down the beach on Saturday night, so that was quite nice. Just had a bit of a kiss and a cuddle. Yeah, we just enjoying ourselves.
I thought she was bloody late in.
We had a little bit of a kiss under the moonlight, by the lighthouse, on the sand, near the sea.
I wouldn't close the deal too early, Gavin, because you might have a hidden agenda.
I'm not closing no deal. If she wants to come come this way, then I'm more than willing to offer my services and get to know her.
So it's Gavin who's enjoying some cuddles on the coach, while all Winter can do is sit back and watch her master at work.
I'm a dreamer, though. I'm a dreamer. So you? Do you believe that dreams come true? I do. Do you believe that if an eyelash falls out of your eye and I got it, and you blew it and made a wish, that dream will come true? Well, it does. It did for me.
And if that didn't make the passengers feel nauseous, they're certainly going to need their complimentary sick bag shortly. Today's first stop is to visit the bull ring at Zaragoza, and such a controversial sport means that Brendan will have to use all his tour guiding skills to paint the visit in the best light.
Basically, it's literally the killing of the bull very slowly. The picadors come on the horses, and they have long spears on the end of a rod, and there's a muscle at the back of the neck which is attached to all the blood vessels, and they weaken it by stabbing the muscle and weakening the muscle and releasing the blood. So
Brendan seems to be going overboard on the descriptions, and Tracy's not impressed.
I don't think he really needs to go in quite detail as it was, to be quite honest. I don't, suffering like that is just, to me, it's just not necessary,
But they do get gored, if they're not careful, the horn goes up, straight up into the intestine and into the stomach, and you can imagine a 2 tons ripping you, swinging you about.
I had my fingers in my ear like that going, I was singing, I was going la da 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 da, because I could still hear it through, and I didn't want to know how the spear goes in and, how slowly it is and all that lot. I didn't want to hear that.
Straight into the heart, and then it's dead. The bull dies, full stop. It's dragged off, round to the butcher's, and you can see it all being done there and there. And it's all hung up. Yeah. And then after that, we're going to have lunch.
Zaragoza is located in the valley of Ebro and is one of the great monumental towns in Spain. It was founded over 2,000 years ago, and old Iberians, Romans, Goths and Arabians have all left their mark on the city. It has a rich architectural heritage combining the best traditions of Eastern and Western styles, which is expressed in such buildings as the Palacio del Aljaferia and Arco del Din. But the building that dominates the skyline of Zaragoza is La Basilica de Nuestra, with its massive Baroque structure and brightly coloured tiled domes. And inside there are frescoes by Goya, who was born in a village near the city. Zaragoza, like many Spanish cities, also has an impressive Plaza del Toro, or bull ring, and this is where Brendan has brought the tourists for their first stop of the day. The bull ring was built in the 18th century and is also known as Coso de la Misericordia, or Arena of Mercy, because of its connection with the town's orphanage, which was maintained by money from the bullfights. The bull ring can hold around 10,000 people and has a retractable roof in case it rains. But despite the impressive arena, some of the tourists still have misgivings.
No, I smell death in the air. I don't like it at all. I mean, I've come in here, I don't agree with any suffering with animals.
You can feel the atmosphere in here. You can feel there's a bull around you, and you can sense death in here.
Although he doesn't know it, Paul's senses are spot on, because Brendan has a trick up his sleeve. Meet Ignacio, a young Zaragozan matador. He's brought along his fake bull used in training.
Caben 10,100 personas, 10,100.
Yeah, 10,100 people it can hold.
Unknown to the passengers, Ignacio's fake bull is about to be unleashed.
Yeah, siempre matan al toro, ¿no? El señor dice siempre matan. Always, always kill the bull. Yeah, always, yeah.
Ignacio knows the bull's fake. Brendan knows the bull's fake, but the coach trippers don't.
La plaza no era así como les digo.
Oh my God! Oh!
did look like a bull.
And I wasn't worried when Brendan says, he said, oh my God, there's a bull coming.
I could see straight away they were a real bull, and then if it was, first thing you got to do, if something's running at you, is find its eyes and actually find out if it's actually coming at you.
I did know. I just wanted to... Of course, I saw it coming. It does look real.
Thankfully, once everyone has calmed down, Ignacio is on hand to show them the real skills in being a matador.
So this is the cape that they actually play with the bull with, and he will follow this wherever he wants to go, you see. Manolo's going to be the toro, right? Watch. You see?
In the final stage of a bullfight, the Suerte de Matar, the matador enters the ring alone with a small muleta or cape in one hand and a sword in the other.
So who wants to be the bull?
Right.
I'll be a bull.
All right, you be a bull then. So you be the bull.
He uses his cape to attract the bull in a series of passes, demonstrating his control over it.
That's right.
The bull, which is colourblind, goes for the cloth because of its movement, not because of its colour. Lesson over, and it looks like the young matador is a hit with the older female passengers.
Well, they said he's a bit like, in our terms, a Beckham. So I thought, God, he must have plenty of money, him, love. Come here.
If he'd have had his gear on, they'd have ripped his gear off.
Yes.
It wouldn't have been on long. You know what I mean? They wanted him with his whole...
We wanted to see him with his body.
This is where the actual bull got Ignacio. And don't be touching him too much because you'll make him nervous, especially you.
I've got magic hands.
Manos mágicos.
Oh, I wish I was 20-odd years younger. Man, she still fancies me, I think, don't you?
Anyway, we thank Ignacio. That's lovely for this episode. And also Manolo for his help. Thank you very much. Gracias para todo.
Coming up in part 2, Tracy does a spot of portrait painting which doesn't go down too well.
It looked awful. I had a big nose and big frown marks and a mouth sort of going like this and hair just sticking up like that. It was horrible, and a flat head.
And Nathan and Gavin take over at a Spanish concert.
Most of the eyes of the people that were there were on me and Gavin. I felt that.
Today the coach trip has rolled into the Spanish city of Zaragoza, where Gavin has pulled some moves on Lisa.
We had a little bit of a kiss under the moonlight, by the lighthouse, on the sand, near the sea. But, you know,
as you do.
As you do.
And the group have been scared senseless by a fake bull.
It really did look like a bull.
It's now 1:35 p.m. and the tour is heading to its next stop in Zaragoza. The journey gives resident coach artist Tracy enough time to show off her talents.
I'm really into surrealism. Dali is one of my favourites, drawing from the subconscious, because I believe I've led quite a wild life, and hopefully I'm going to portray that through my pictures.
Tracy's decided to draw some surreal portraits of her fellow passengers, and the final picture in her coach gallery is of Renee.
I'm doing you.
Hey, looking at you, baby.
Eyebrows I need. Just look at me. I'm quite a very creative person, very lucky to have been gifted, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Tracy may love it, but Renee isn't a fan of her surrealist style.
It looked awful. I had a big nose and big frown marks and a mouth sort of going like this and hair just sticking up like that. It was horrible, and a flat head.
If my hair really looks like that, I wish I'd had it cut.
Yeah, that's because that's how your fringe was. It just went down like that. I mean, I can spike it up a bit. Apparently, I didn't do Renee's hair correctly, and it has caused a major problem, and probably yellow card on that one.
The coach has now arrived at its second stop of the day, where Brendan has arranged a real treat. a demonstration of traditional Spanish folk music and dancing. The performance has been specially organised in honour of the coach trip's visit.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are in the Civic Centre, in the centre of Zaragoza. The authorities have actually put on this show, and the pupils and the students have put on this show of Aragonese folkloric dancing. So we'd like to give them a round of applause to start it off. Thank you.
Aragonese music originates from the Aragon region in northeastern Spain, and the Jota remains one of the best-known styles of music from the area, using a mix of instruments and the voice.
Singing was fantastic. The girls.
That was our favourite thing, the singing.
We were nearly crying with the
emotion.
Although not everyone seems impressed by the effort the Zaragoza locals have gone to.
I suppose you could describe them as the equivalent to Morris dancers.
And once the drummers arrive, Nathan decides to steal the limelight and show the locals how it's done. But the boys' fun and games are starting to grate with their fellow passengers.
A little bit full of themselves, aren't they? You know what I mean? But they're only young, eh? The mother must have a nightmare.
I think they thought they were the flash London boys who'd arrived, you know, could probably teach the group a thing or two, and that was how they came over. You know, the know-it-alls and yet know nothing sort of thing. All frock and no knickers, as we would say in Yorkshire.
Most of the eyes of the people that were there were on me and Gavin. I felt that, and I felt that kind of strong aura that when I started playing those drums, I was in control at that point, which gave me a great feeling, really.
Show over, and Brendan has one final surprise for his passengers. It's time for them to learn a few dance moves of their own.
We enjoyed dancing with those women. I thought she was all right. I kept trying to take my hand away. She kept making me put my hand all around her sweaty body. Sweaty Betty.
Good, marvellous. I've got no rhythm, but she's good. No rhythm, 2 left feet. Her teacher's telling her off all the time.
But when you danced and you were looking at your partner, the feeling she had, it was quite, you know, from here. And I thought it was just lovely to see it.
I think everybody had a good time today. I didn't see anyone not enjoying themselves.
It's a lovely, lovely evening.
I could stay there for hours. I loved it.
Everyone's having a great time, but all good things must come to an end, and it's time to stop dancing and get ready for today's vote. On Coach Trip, the passengers' holiday will continue for as long as they remain popular with the other travellers, because on this trip, at the end of every day, each pair vote privately for who they want off the coach. Whoever gets the most votes is awarded a yellow card. If they are given a second yellow card during the trip, they are sent home to be replaced by a new pair. Brendan gathers the group together to hear the result.
Well, good evening, everybody. Here we are in Zaragoza, and the dancing is over, and it's time for another vote. May I remind the group that Suki and Winter already have a yellow card, and should they get another yellow card, it will mean a red one, and you'll leave the group this evening. Thank you.
Brian and Renee are the first to vote.
Tonight we'll be voting for Tracy and Debbie, and the reason is that, first of all, we think that they don't think they're going to get any votes because they're new on the group. I think we've got the feeling that they feel like that, and so we're giving them a vote so they know exactly what it's like to get a vote against them.
And also, I didn't like my portrait.
I know that. I knew I definitely had your vote today.
We would be going for Tracy and Debbie.
So I just get an air that she's a little bit witchy.
Yeah. But maybe slightly towards the black magic side, and I'm not talking about the chocolates.
We are working in 2 bases, honour and trust. We've got two things in this world, our word and our balls, and we don't break them for nobody.
That's okay, boys.
Tonight we are going for Winter and Suki because they voted us off last time. They know it's nothing personal.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a warning group.
Today we're voting for Gavin and Nathan. Nothing personal, guys. Today I've actually got on with you today. And
He really was well.
But we just gotta vote.
Do it back.
Yeah.
Totally. Cool.
I don't dislike anyone in the group, but it's just like, okay, they vote for us. We've got a reason now to vote for them.
Great night, good night.
Respect. No, totally. Yeah, no. That's cool. Honestly, really cool.
Cool.
Very.
Okay, tonight we decided to vote for Nathan and Gavin, only because we know the guys from a long time now, and you guys just joined, and we felt, well, I felt I got on with the girls a lot better.
Cool.
Yesterday.
Cool.
Lame, but fine.
Well, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, cool. I'm cool with that, but yeah, fine. Feminist.
Absolutely, sorry.
Not another feminist, no. Yeah, well, you've got to do it.
After 5 votes, Tracy and Debbie and Nathan and Gavin are tied on 2 votes each.
Okay, this evening we are voting for Nathan and Gavin, and it's purely a tactical vote that I felt the group had become very close, and I felt it's either them or us, I'm afraid. That's how I felt, and so rather it be you than us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I admire your honesty once again.
Great.
Tonight, we're voting for Nathan and Gavin, but only because my mother said, don't trust anybody whose eyebrows meet in the middle.
My mother said, never trust a woman with big boobs.
If Eileen wants to vote for the boys, that makes things easier for me, because then I don't have to make any decision. So, yeah, completely fine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the results tonight with 4 votes goes to Gavin and
Well done, Gav.
Nathan. And that's your first yellow card, guys. If the rest of the group would make their way back to the coach, please. Thank you.
So Gavin and Nathan have received their first yellow card. And Tracy and Debbie think it was a lucky escape.
I did feel that it was going to be between Gavin and Nathan and us two, and that's why, you know, it was a tactical vote, but I think we're going to pay for it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we're going to pay for it.
If you get a yellow card, you're making the effort. You're out there and you're doing what you've got to do, you know, regardless, and you're trying to win the game. That's what a footballer does. He gets a yellow card for it, so it's a good thing.
Gavin and Nathan may have taken their yellow card on the chin, but by the time the group arrive at their evening meal, they're not as impressed with Debbie and Tracy.
Debbie and Trog the Log, they're not, excuse my French, us off, but they've gone past the line now, and it's now time for them to you know, it's gone past the line.
Right. Such is life. I'm happy.
At the end of the day, we're better looking than them. End story.
In fact, Gavin's so annoyed with them, he doesn't spot Lisa leaving the meal with Winter. Next time on Coach Trip, the Spanish tour continues in Rioja, where the group get a taste of some Spanish wine.
I felt okay, I felt at home, I felt running naked through bushes. I love it, okay? So buy it.
Then in Bilbao, they sample some art at the Guggenheim Museum.
They call that art. I must be fit, because it's like a lump of stone with a hole poked through. I can make them in my back garden, love.
And Winter makes his move on Lisa.